we must all suffer one of two things: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. I repeat, we must all suffer one of two things: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. That is Jim Rohn. That is Jim Rohn, the great Jim Rohn, the great business philosopher. Hi, my name is Victor Vincent, and today I'm a life coach, by the way. So today I'm going to be throwing light on the issue between Dion, Osagie, and Winnie, Asabor. As you know, my mentor, Dr. Boyce Walking, is he has a PhD. I think he did his thesis on a financial psychologist, and he's married to a full-time therapist, like a full-time psychologist. So the way we analyze this thing, you are going to enjoy it because you are in a good hand. So like Jerome said, he said, you are going to suffer. We must all suffer one of two things: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. So I want to quickly talk about the pain of discipline. Okay. One thing, you see, the Olympic is coming up now. I think it's being hosted by Brisbane. You see all these athletes, you know, they are doing all these things. There are things, there are discipline they put into these things to be able to do that. For example, John Osagie is the most influential Edo youth, is the most known Edo youth, is the most travel Edo youth. This thing comes with cost. It's come with discipline. I was talking to a guy the other day. He was saying, "Who are you?" I have a certificate for business from all those online certificates that Albert is talking about. He said, I have a certificate from Florida, something like that. I tell the guy, look, I am the most knowledgeable Edo youth in the world, the most knowledgeable. Okay? The reason why I've become the most knowledgeable Edo youth is because I read a lot. Okay? I read a lot. For example, you know that big elephant. Okay? If you arrange the book I've read, there will weigh more than that big elephant. So there's a cost of being disciplined. John Osagie today, Norway, tomorrow France, these people are complaining. There's a cost because that makes him to be popular. Okay? So I've talked about that. For example, Tiger Woods. I was reading about Tiger Woods biography. Tiger Woods have to get up at least 4 a.m. while you are still sleeping to go and practice golf. That is discipline. But there's a pain of regret. So let me just quickly talk about the pain of regret. Because your discipline comes with a price. You will suffer in another area. So there's a guy called Billy Graham. Okay, all of you know Billy Graham is the American preacher. Okay, and one of the questions they asked him while he was dying, and they asked him, say, Mr. Billy Graham, do you have any regrets in this life? Billy Graham said the only regret he has is because he didn't have time to spend with his 2 kids, the 2 daughters. Okay? Billy Graham has a choice. Okay? He could have easily decided, okay, like John Osagie, let me stay with my wife in Canada and face family and raise children. But he chooses to follow his purpose. And following your purpose, there's a pain, there's a price you pay. So Billy Graham becomes the most famous American preacher. But still yet, he still has a regret. So the cost of doing that, he didn't spend time with his daughter. Let me just quickly make an example with someone that is close to us. Mr. Samson Osagie. Okay, most of you know him. It was the former minority leader in the House of Assembly. So he was doing an interview with Punch newspaper. So they were trying to interview him about fatherhood. And one of the questions was that, Mr. Samson, do you have time? Do you have time to relax with your children? Do you spend time with your children? And I'm quoting Mr. Samson Osagie now. This is what he said. He said, I'm a busy man. I am a busy man. That's what he told the journalist. But he said, sometimes I do go on holiday with my children. I do tell them joke, but I'm a busy man. Okay? For you to be traveling, he was talking about traveling from Benin to Abuja, Abuja, Benin. You understand? So that is for him pursuing his goal. That is for him pursuing his purpose. He needs discipline. Okay? He can't be doing that and be spending time with his kids. Something must go for it. There must be something. Okay, let me quickly tell you another story. I was watching a documentary. Either I saw that documentary either in BBC or ITV about all these British soldiers coming back from Iraq that time. So this guy just went on a 6-month tour. So he came back, you know, as a soldier, when you come back from either war, you see your family. Even it happened to my uncle. When my uncle came back during the Biafra War, all of us were I wasn't there, but my family sure had a prison. So this guy came back to the UK. He saw other soldiers, you know, other soldiers, their family there with flower, blue, and everything. He didn't see his wife. So he decided to carry his bag to go to his house. Do you know what happened when this guy gets to his house? The wife have already changed the lock of the door. the house, the man house, the wife have changed the lock. You see? So the man have a regret, but he follow his purpose, he follow his goals. So you have to choose what you want in life. Okay? I think, let me break it down so that we understand what I'm talking about here. Is the interview that was did by this woman called Omotola Jalade. That woman is still 50. She's still beautiful. You know? That woman, I feel still lick her body the way she's fine. Not be all those dirty, to decay, and they do anyhow. That woman is 50. So when he was interviewed about his marriage, this is what he said. He said, whether you marry your husband or you don't marry your husband, the husband will still go and fulfill his goal. So I'm just bringing back John Osagie here. So Omotola Jalade was very clear. He said he's an actress. He pursued his goal, and the husband pursued his own goal. So he is not going to stop his husband from not pursuing his purpose in life. That is maturity. That is maturity at the highest level. So most of all these our little girls that are getting into marriage, I will tell them that if you are not mature enough to get into marriage, don't get into marriage. Okay, don't get into marriage. Let me quickly give you an example about a book I read, The 50th Law. That's why I always tell you people to read books, You think, because there are stories, there are advice you get. In that book, there's this woman, you know, this woman, she's a pilot. She fly everywhere, pium, 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 pium. So she gets to a stage, she was breaking out the old world record. The information is there on Google. So he gets to a stage, she wants to get married. He told the husband, he said, look, if you want me to marry you, you have to sign a contract that I will be free to go and be flying my aircraft around the world. The husband have to sign it. Before she did that marriage. Not this time that all the women are doing feminism. That time, it happened in Europe here. There was still a bit of control. You know, the men was still able to control the women. And he told the husband, look, my calling in life is to fly aircraft. And I want to break all the world record. So if the only way this marriage will work is for you to sign that paper. So my brother, Mr. John Osagie, I see you have started advertising for a new woman. So once that woman is coming in, you have to tell the woman, say, look, madam, I'm the most influential Edo youth. Today, they give me an award in Italy. They give me an award in Norway. They give me an award in UK. They give me an award in Dubai. I have to travel. Will you be able to do this with me? If God was come to what you have to sign. I'm just giving you a tip now, so that you don't get into this problem again. So, like I said, you can't eat your cake and have it. Success comes with a price tag. Success comes with a discipline. I'll quickly give you an example. I went to a cinema with my partner. Because most of all these movies, they are stories, you know. So there was this powerful story just come up. And I started taking notes. my woman start paranoid. He said, this is supposed to be a quiet time for us to watch movie. Why am I taking notes? I don't know if you understand. The point I'm trying to tell you is this. Try to get a woman that understands your purpose. Like Omotola Jalade. That know that, okay, my husband want to do this. My husband want to do that. So that she can be understanding. Okay? So let me just quickly respond to my two friends. I don't really know that king of social media, but I do watch him sometimes. And Mr. Abbott, both of them have the same school of thought that Mr. John Osagie should go and be spending time with the wife and children. But Mr. John Osagie also have a calling. You understand? So this case, Mr. John Osagie have to choose either he follow his calling or we go and sit at home with his wife. He has to choose. So that we won't know him anymore. Then you go and take care of your wife and live a quiet life. You can't have the two. You can't have your cake and eat it. If you want to be successful, if you don't want to be influential, if you want to be popular, there is a sacrifice you pay. I use Billy Graham as an example for you there. You understand? Because most of all these people talking, go and spend time with your wife, they don't know what it is to have a calling. They don't know what it is to have a purpose. I'll quickly give you an example. Every time John Osagie will be telling you, I left my comfort zone. I left my comfort. I'm telling you now, one-on-one. Benin is a dump. It's a dump. No electricity, no road or erosion. So for a person to live all the comfort in America, which you know if you get American passport, you will run out of that country. To come and live with you in that Benin is passion. Is calling. There's something inside him that is telling him, this is your goal. Go and do it. It's the same with me. I'm what you call an introvert. I don't like to come and talk. But there's something inside me telling me to come and talk. Because I'm at all this amount of knowledge in my head. I need to share it. Okay? Mango tree does not eat its fruit. Mango tree, it gives its fruit, its mango fruit out for free. Okay? My gift is reading. That is one of my gifts. So I'm at all this amount of knowledge. I need to share it to people because they are not made for me. They are made for me to add value to people's life. So all these people like Mr. Abbott and social media king, they don't understand the meaning of calling. They think you come to this life to just have sex, marry, have a baby, and live a quiet life. No. People are different. There are people that have a calling. And I'll quickly give you about a guy called Tom Biu. Tom Biu, the last time I checked on Google, Tom Biu worth $400 million. That's what it worth, $400 million. When he told his wife, he said, look, this is my calling, is very important. I don't want to have any children. If you like it like that, we'll stay and live. Everything is about negotiation. You know, African mentality, they say person don't want to get picking. They'll say they don't swear for this person. No. The guy worth $400 million. He told his wife, I don't want children because I want to focus on my mission on earth. And the wife has said, everything is about negotiation. Do you understand me? So let me quickly talk to this our little young girls. Because I watched John Osagie's wife. He was rapping his mouth. Abuse is an abuse. If you stay in a relationship, that means you are the abuser yourself. Then when she talk finish, she go like this. Oh boy. Now hala, I said John Osagie don't have one chance. Oh, John Osagie don't have one chance. Because that quote she's quoting, I know that quote. You see, I was watching a movie. You know, the boss was sitting like this. The actor just waka enter. The actor quote something to the boss, you know, because, you know, the actor knows that they won't kill him. So he can't quote something to the boss. I think he quoted that Socrates or one of all those philosophers. There's Epictetus or one of them. The boss laughed. He can look at the actor and say, well, even a fool can quote Einstein. He was telling the actor, see, even a fool can quote Einstein. But the way you put this quote, I know you are an intelligent man. You understand? So as soon as like harapa, he's quoting everything. I've already know it's an amateur because they don't read. They work because I'm talking to the young guests now because they said our mentor is a Funke. I'm challenging that Funke now to come. I'm bringing out 100,000 euro to come out. I will bring 100,000 euro out. Funke will bring 100,000 euro. Make him tell us whether the husband not get girlfriend. The husband get girlfriend. I'm telling you. For me to back up this fact, it's a big gate. No big gate, just the big gate Amelita gate. You know that they divorced recently. When they interviewed that woman, do you know what she said? She said she knows her husband get girlfriend. She said she knows her husband get mistress. But that is maturity. She stayed there, wait until her husband don't have mom better money before he go for divorce. I think it's collecting 4% of big get weight. Do you know how much is that? But he waits. That's maturity. All these small girls we get for Nigeria now. You don't marry because your husband doing feed there. You can't come back, not disgrace her. Oyibo women don't behave like that. They will protect their women. They'll protect their men to make sure say their men don't reach certain stage where they feel hammer them. Let me quickly use Arnold Schwarzenegger to give example. You know, as Arnold Schwarzenegger married one Kennedy's daughter. Okay? He married one Kennedy's daughter. You know when they divorced? Arnold Schwarzenegger had already finished his tenure as California governor. Oyibo, all these little girls, now they disgrace our husband, they bring our husband down for social media, they look now. Now they think so Oyibo don't know say their husband is shit. Let me tell you another story so that you understand what I'm talking about. There's a guy called Kennedy Sr. So most of you must have heard of people like JF Kennedy. That man's children, Sunday Senate. Even that man's granddaughter, that Senior Kennedy, his granddaughter, was once an ambassador to Japan. Okay, he met this beautiful girl. This Senior Kennedy, I'm telling you now, the father of JF Kennedy, because that's one everybody know, the president that was assassinated. He was a normal working class like us, like me and Abat, you know, not even John Osagie when we say Papa say get Osmo. But the guy have an opportunity to went to school in Harvard. He graduated, so he meet these Kennedys. No, not be Kennedy, not Kennedy, because now he be the Senior Kennedy. So he meets this girl. He said,